I want him to talk about what he saw today, because he's seeing shoulders and treating shoulders.
Well, first off, I don't know, I think it came up on my wife's Facebook feed, and she said, "Hey, look at this." And I did, and then I started watching a lot of the YouTube videos and stuff like that. What I really like is, I guess I'm always telling kids two different things, or talking to kids about two different things, is that when you're playing sports or where you're doing movements, whether it's in the weight room or whatever, is that you got to ask yourself a couple different questions. Is that, can you get into that position? Is one. And so some of that is extensibility problems, or flexibility problems like muscle problems or joint problems or something like that, where they can't physically get into that position. And then the second one is the control aspect of that. So what I like about this, when I was looking at all the YouTube videos, is it's teaching those things. It's like showing them, where they need to be with their trunk, what the range of motion that's required. And if they don't have that range of motion, they need to work on that range of motion. They need to do some of those things. And then some of the control aspects of that, of where they're actually stabilizing the shoulder blades by pulling down, and some of those aspects. So those are the things that really spoke to me, because I can't tell you, just even last summer I was working on a girl from Adams with back pain. Her thoracic spine was so stiff. And so I think that what you guys got here today is it's a real gem, because I think it does kind of give them those good mechanics that will help them if they follow through with that. So I think those are the things that that I see and that I like about the program, because it is. And then a lot of shoulder issues I see too, boy. And high school athletes, I treated a girl last year with impingement problems again, control issues, and I still see her out. She's an upperclassman in high school. And I still look at her today, and she can swing and hit a ball hard, but sometimes I look at that. Now that I've seen some of that, I look at it differently even now, and I'm like, there's some things that still are problems. And so that got past me, that I didn't know, that now that some of this information that's a little bit more volleyball specific kind of helps me to kind of show other athletes and treat other athletes and be able to look at things a little bit differently with PT mind, and then now also some of the extra biomechanical information.
From a PT perspective, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Because this high elbow is taught so much in the United States.
Yeah.
So from your seat on the bus, your
Right.
perspective on it,
Right.
like what is bad about getting that elbow up like this to try and generate velocity?
I think it, number one, it's so much harder to stabilize the shoulder blade in this position. And so because the engagement, if we're getting technical, the engagement of that lower trapezius is key, and that's what you feel when you do that. And so I think you're getting a little bit better opening and a little bit better tension in that system, but it also allows that trapezius to work a little bit better, which sets that scapula down and actually puts it in a little bit better position as far as upward rotation is concerned. Where this is going to be, more of a position where I'll see, when people are really impinged, they don't like that position. So you don't like that position, And so so if you're constantly doing this, then you're just feeding a lot of this tissue right through here. You get tighter, and that's going to cause the femoral head to move forward and start impinging the anterior structures, where this is a little bit more stable position. So that's it.
No, that's good, because I think that humeral head going forward in the socket is something that people don't really understand is so important in hitting, right? And so now my shoulder's more unstable,
right?
Because I can't stabilize it. But if I get it loaded like this,
right.
Now I can get that humeral head back in the socket,
right,
where it's most stable. I can generate and handle the most velocity as I go up, and then I pass through that that moment of terminal extension on
And
contact.
I'd agree too, and it's also speed too, how quickly they're getting back into this kind of vulnerable position.
Oh, yeah.
And so compared to, where this is much more stable position, it's a position that where that, like I said, some of the stabilizer of that scapula have a much better advantage to work. And so, like I said, it was really impressive. That's what I was telling him over the phone. I was just like, man, I really liked watching the videos. I was just like running through them. Wow, this is great, And I was telling Grace, this is great stuff. And she's like, yeah, I'll go. And so, but I think they may not understand it, but it does. It makes complete mechanical sense, and to be able to use Huddle and to look at those videos and to look at some of the videos of some of the higher athletes and stuff like that. That's pretty effective too, because I think it is for me, because I can see those kind of positions, and of course as a therapist I always am looking at this and God, it's beautiful, it's beautiful. But to have kids do that, and I understand the coaches get out there and they have, if anything, Grace goes to a small little school and there's 38th graders, out there. It's hard for coaches to kind of, it doesn't give them an excuse, but I think it also is just difficult to kind of sit there and do what you guys did with help people today. And so like I said, it doesn't give them an excuse, and they should be getting better. Of course, Grace's coach was really excited about her coming, and so because I think he probably feels and knows in the back of his mind he's probably not giving each and every one of those kids something that is so much better than what they're showing right now and coaching right now. So, and unfortunately, I think they get away through junior high, and you don't really start backing a lot of that in coaching until high school, at least.